with them nuts.
Fuck the internet.
Bitches trust these pictures, I don't give a fuck about much. I think I need me an ice spice, yeah, I want me a munch.
I didn't care for him as a person. And just like the music, the niggas fuck with him as a human being. And Big Boy too. I feel like Big Boy don't get enough recognition. He was fantastic in ATL. He really should act more because he was an intimidating Atlanta nigga with the colorful shirts and everything. You know what I'm saying? From back in the day. Shout out to Outkast. Welcome to episode 2. I mean 3.
We live, man. Man. Alright.
I can't see number. Well, yeah.
Well, SK getting together, man. Shit, shout out, man. It is episode 3, man. X-rated. Coughouse. Birthday SK Kei. VS Cozy. How we running? Yes, Sirski.
You said Tres. I just thought like I used to kill the Spanish like 1 through 10, and it fall apart after 10. Like, like I can.
What are you here right now?
Tres, cuatro. Hold on.
You're right. Yeah, I'm embarrassed you. You know, I was with it.
1, 2, 3. Hold on. Let me say that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Boom, smooth, no problem. But after DS, it'd be like 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. But yeah.
You know what's crazy?
Put that on my resume. What's up?
I wasn't insecure about my numbers until then.
Yeah, like also like I had to run it back a couple times.
Cause I sure can't go past 10. Nah, think about it.
Yeah.
Oh nah. But anyway, man. So first off, shout out to y'all. Shout out to you watching now, man. Shout out to you.
For making it another day. You know what I mean?
Thank you for waking up this morning. If you watching this, episode 2 is for sure up. Shout out to you again for that. Love, support. Cinematic Life just dropped, correct?
Hell yeah. Fantastic movie.
For sure.
Fantastic time. Y'all might think it's fantastic. Tap in.
Please do. Fuck it, we'll do a wellness check, man. Yeah. How you doing? How you feeling?
Vibing. Got a nice little cup of water.
That's how you feeling? Water?
Yeah. Yeah, it's usually something else. It's usually something to make me laugh more.
Oh shit!
but
that's a task, ain't it?
You feel me?
But make Kei laugh. Nigga need the sauce. You need the sauce to laugh, nigga?
Nah, I laugh regardless. But
you wanna talk about it?
When I'm drinking,
you a happy drunk?
I find the humor in everything. Kind of like you don't gotta say a joke for me to laugh when I'm drinking. But on a natural tip, everything's kind of funny.
Type shit.
You got the right mindset for it.
So besides the water, you straight. Good shit.
Hell yeah. I've been on TikTok, them hoes been getting to me. Like, I've been seeing TikToks about like eating right, but because eating right is subjective. You could be a vegetarian and you can say you're eating right. Somebody can say you're crazy. You could be just not eating bread and I'm eating right. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of ways to eat healthy depending on what you're trying to do. But I've been seeing a lot on like eating a animal-based diet where it's just meats like fucking steaks, bacon, eggs, and fruits and vegetables, like nothing else but that, just natural food. And I'm like, that seemed pretty hard, but it's like that. Over these past like 2-3 weeks have inspired me and my girl to like stop buying nonsense and then eat like real shit. And it's kind of tweaked into more water consumption and shit like that too.
Type shit. So better diet.
Type shit. He said tenfold.
You missed my second pause for the. What about you?
What you mean?
You never asked about my wellness check. Not never, but
yeah.
I'm just
my bad.
This is 2 times in a row for pod. We're gonna count. We're counting pod.
My apologies. I like when you say wellness check, I think my brain just translates that to like
I'm well.
So what been going on? Brother?
yeah, facts.
Whereas it's like they're very different, but they have the same.
Oh, you think I'll be trying? Yeah. I mean, I don't try to clock you. We talk pretty normally, so like.
It's definitely like it has the infliction of
tell the folks what you been doing, nigga.
How you been? But the question is actually, are you okay?
Type shit.
You know what I'm saying?
How you feeling?
But by extension, my apologies.
No.
Wellness check.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah. Oh, some I'm for real. Are you okay?
Yeah, I get sad sometimes. But shit, fuck it. Yeah, man, shit good, shit great. I got it's a famous quote by somebody I know. What you say? I heard it from you first. Shit, can't complain, and if I could, who give a fuck kind of shit. It might be a little cleaner.
I used to say it like that, but then it started to just sound pessimistic.
Like, right. I've changed it back too.
Doesn't matter. Everything sucks, but I'm like, I don't like saying it like that, so I changed it to more like, can't complain. It wouldn't matter if I did. You know what I'm saying? Like, because when I say can't complain, who listen? This sounds like this
not me.
Not me.
Yeah,
if I was gonna listen, I don't hear that shit no more.
Facts.
But so I changed it up to like, it wouldn't matter if I did. But I really haven't said that in a minute, for real. But then again, what's the pre-question of that? Oh, like how's everything? It's like
I was just giving you my quote.
I haven't been asked that in a minute. Like I feel like in real life.
That was my quote. I was answering with your quote. Okay, but like I was saying, I'm good.
My wellness check.
I'm good, nigga. But for sure, nigga straight, man. Everything great. Everything good, great. Praying for better always. You know that part. Yeah, man. Fuck it. Hell. But yeah, I was gonna say, put me down though.
I want to add on to that wellness check stuff. I feel like when you're walking on the street, and I feel like I heard a comedian say something about this, but it's also like a point I feel like everybody naturally agrees with. It was like when you're going through life, going through the day at the grocery store or whatever, and you say like, hey, how are you? Or how's it going? Or what's up? The appropriate answer is like good or like I'm fine or like, you know what I'm saying? I'm straight. And like if it's good, say good. If it's bad, say I'm fine. If a nigga was like, how you doing? And you really was like, well, since you asked. And like really unpoured. But it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's different like on homie shit. But like in real life, just if you're at the mall, just trying to get some Air Forces and you was like, how you doing? And he slammed his Jordans down like, honestly, I can't take it anymore. It'd be like, God.
They call that trauma dumping.
Oh, word, yeah. No one likes a trauma dumping. Like,
trauma dumping is funny you say it because like I was gonna say it depends on the exchange, but like if you're servicing someone or vice versa, that's not your chance to really dump.
Yeah,
I feel like there have been times where it's like obviously that exchange is welcomed or being obviously about to be reciprocated.
Yeah,
but nigga, don't be dropping that shit off. Like I don't care. Nobody, not I don't, but like I used to.
Lil Sydney got another ticket today. I'm like,
man, what?
This is a Wendy's.
Like, you said 735. But
would you like to round up for
the
association?
I care. I do, but that's another thing too. For a motherfucker that would care, like what I'm saying, that like don't waste my. I have nothing to care about right now, so it's like
don't flood my day up. Don't you know what I'm saying?
I might fuck around and start caring on your ass. I'm over here.
Now you gotta hear me.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Like, so what we gonna do about each other's situations?
That's why I think trauma dumping is not okay.
Yeah,
that's what it's about. Well, fuck it. Wait, so you nigga had a good day?
Yeah, can't complain.
Fucking can't complain. You're good, brother. I'm looking up topics. Not gonna lie to you, big dog.
Oh no, for sure.
But
I think in replacement of like how you doing, this on some like just tell me what you're thinking, brother. Like just tell me the opinion you have. What do you hate? What do you love?
Before we switch, I'll say on the wellness, I'll say when motherfuckers ask that, I think it depends. Like, of course it depends, but if the person's asking seriously, that's definitely you should definitely let it be known. Like, I feel like a lot of times let it be our community. I don't put quotations. Our community. Excuse me. We we don't really either we dumping on somebody that's not the right person, or like we just don't get that chance to efficiently relief as we should, especially considering our I'm heavy. I believe I'm heavy, but I believe in
checking on the peoples.
Oh, that too. But I feel like black people have like a certain level of trauma that they're not even
like damn, you gotta be tough about it.
And that they're not aware of type shit. Yeah. So it's just like but I digress. I digress. I was gonna say we always been talking about hella shit before. So let me tell y'all, this is personal. We always setting up. It's a whole little setup back here. Mm-hmm. We always go into. We have like a whole pre-pod.
Oh yeah, it's always like it's never like ready, set, go. It's like we're talking about shit like way before.
So you gotta excuse a nigga for scrolling heavenly, but I got something that I want to say about some random shit. It's about SpongeBob. Hear me out. Okay, I'm gonna fast forward. Short story long. I only know my point. But right, I have in my notes. that what about this episode I saw SpongeBob where they caught a body and like they played it smooth type shit. Not played it smooth, scratch that. How they were trying to play it off type shit. Slide us to the couch. That's what she said. Slide over to the base to the couch. But yeah, they tried to. They had
the health inspector episode.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
They literally caught. They caught.
That's
a body.
so funny. Times changed.
Yeah,
they caught a body these days.
Yeah, for
like back in the day, it was like they killed the health inspector.
No,
but today it's like they smoking on health inspector.
Yeah. And what's crazy is you know what I'm saying. Like for real purposes, I'm gonna say, Mr. Krabs and him. It don't even matter. Bro came in. They thought first off they had it fucked up because they thought he was a health inspector that was trying to get free shit. He thought he was scamming. They thought
he was trying to rob something.
So cool. So fast
forward.
Show
shit in his burger.
Yo, basically they did everything to it. So when he's out there supposedly like choking David to death, passing out. Like they cracking they
served him mad shit first on some thinking he's really the health inspector, so they had already given him hella food.
There you go, yeah.
And then it was like it's a nigga finessing. Mr. Krabs was like, "Yo, low key, let's kill this." Like Mr. Krabs was trying to kill him.
Was on, but his concoction was like, "So what do you do after you eat this?"
It's almost like, bro, he's out of here. But you know, Mr. Krabs, he's sick in the head about that dollar, so he like, bro,
look. So let me just to say for those who don't, I mean, who all don't know this episode, but shit, what happened? Fucking,
I can go. You good?
You sure?
Yeah.
Man, short story long. Fucking my nigga Mr. Krabs and them. Bro got hold on. Ate the burger after he ate all the free. After he ate all the free shit, ate the burger, the special burger, and then fucking that was smooth. What happened? Oh yeah, nigga dies. Basically, fuck it, he dies, and they first thought he was a sick, then he dies. and then they like, oh shit, we gotta hide the body. We gotta hide this shit. And from there, I'm just like, yo,
but no remorse and shit. Just
there was remorse when they were trying to bury the body, and the police pulled up on them niggas.
From SpongeBob, I thought Mr. Krabs was on like.
Yo, I ain't even finna play with the rats of the culture right now, or supposed the
SpongeBob was really trying to just come clean. Mr. Krabs was on some, bro. We're not going down for this.
I definitely hit him with some 6ix9ine. Fuck it, I'm gonna hit him. He definitely was on some. Nah, he wasn't even
on SpongeBob.
Yeah, he wasn't on 6ix9ine, but he was definitely ready to. He was on some. He just couldn't hold. He just couldn't hold that shit. Oh no, he did bust out. I was like, fuck it. But yeah, sure. Yeah, that's my story.
He tried though, but Mr. Krabs was on like. Bro, do I have to put you down too, Hikey?
I guess when I said it, I was just thinking like, SpongeBob is a very that whole show is just funny because they show niggas how to troll. I think low key, because like this.
What you mean by what you mean by how to troll?
I feel like the whole show is just like a lot of trolling. If you just look at it, because it's like it's a lot of Rob Schneider? A lot of Rob Schneider.
Oh,
as far as like just adult material.
Dan Schneider.
Yeah. I
feel like Rob Schneider might be a football player or something. Yeah.
Can't even get my
the footman.
The Nickelodeon foot slime guy.
The Nickelodeon foot slime man.
That's what we're gonna call him, man. I see. This is my thing too. Well, too many things. I was gonna say, shout out to SpongeBob, I guess, because you know what I'm saying, I feel like they kind of gave niggas like a certain wit. I would say. I think, but that's just all influence. But even beyond that,
I think he was just in charge of the real life shows.
Man, yeah, facts. I didn't know that nigga. I just thought he was okay. I thought he was just a foot fetish nigga, like fish foot. Like I
think that was a part of his stuff, but he was also like, I think he was responsible for like Drake and Josh,
no,
all that. So he was like, he had weight, but it was like the foot part is a big part of his whole.
When I say that, I'm saying like fuck the foot fetish. I thought they was mad. I thought the outrage was him having a foot fetish or whatever, or like, and it being blended into his material, like Harleys and shit like that.
No, I think it was on some kids.
Yeah, I didn't. Nigga, the shit you just showed me before.
Yeah.
Bro, talking about massaging the kids. I'm like, oh no, you just a straight up perv.
What's funny is I hadn't even watched it that far because I was like, I was busy, but I was just like spending a little bit of time. So when he said the massage, I was like, oh shit, he really was giving somebody a massage.
That nigga out, cuz.
Yeah, I was like, damn. Nick. Nickelodeon.
Okay, I got some. All right, so yeah, but shout out to that nigga. Shout out to that guy. Not really.
He means SpongeBob, y'all.
Yeah.
Shout out to SpongeBob.
You know what I'm saying. Okay, so check. So this is a wild one. You're in a relationship now. Not now, but been in a relationship for a minute, or what have you. But this don't pertain. But take yourself out of that, right?
Yeah.
Take yourself out of that real quick.
Okay.
You've been hitting a chick. You hit her like 3-4 times. Hitting her like 3-4 times, gang. And you found out like the 4th time she's a dude or a transmission.
I feel like your attempt to adjust it was like.
I said that's no. The transmission was that was a scenario because the dude is just like same difference to me, but like
What's funny is yesterday I saw a TikTok with it, and a nigga was talking to a trans woman, and he was like, "How soon do you tell a person?" And she was like, "I don't like to have to rush, so she likes to go on a few dates." He was like, "I feel like at least on the first date you got to know." So if after 4 times, I don't know. I feel like unless you're gonna go crash out or do some crazy shit, it's like you just gotta dust it off, take the L, and continue. But I also feel as though it's like.
You telling niggas?
Unless you just horned out and you don't care about getting to know nobody before you hit them, then it's like cool. Then you get what you get. But I'm like, me personally, I know everybody that I've hit. Like what I'm saying. Like even if it's like been more, it's like we still got to know each other for a minute because like all mine in my life have been, consistent. Like it's
gotcha.
like I'm not big on any kind of one night stands, and you can't get there if you don't like one night. You know what I'm saying? You can't like just. Oh yeah, I'm Bob. I'm Tina. That's fuck. That's on some like okay, cool. Turn your transmission on, kind of shit.
Okay, so in the world where Kei's security breaches, I understand what you're saying 1,000%.
I mean, yeah, of course. No, who would tell anybody? No one would tell. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like that'd be crazy. But I set it up to set it up like I set it up to say.
Oh shit.
You shouldn't be rushing. I mean, it's like you can want to fuck somebody, but it's like, look where you're running. You know what I'm saying? Don't just be, you know what I mean?
Right.
Don't be an idiot. Okay. Kind of shit. But I brought it up to say, like, I saw a TikTok about it, and me and my girl was talking about it. Like,
what was the TikTok?
It was like a sit down between a trans woman and a dude, and she said she don't like having to rush to tell somebody, but he was like something akin to, I want to know pretty soon. And me and my girl was talking about like, yeah, a person should tell you at least the first date, you know what I'm saying? Like, but by that time, you should already have gotten to know this person. Like, I ain't trying to get to know you at the restaurant. Like, you feel me? I ain't pulling up like, hey, you're so fine. Let me take you to eat, and then I'm tap dancing to show you.
You're steering a different way from the answer I would like.
I mean, I gotta lay the platform to say the answer you like is awesome. Are you gonna tell somebody you fucked? You know what I'm saying? But it's like
you didn't build that. I
gotta lay the platform of like, here's how unlikely and unnecessary that shit is. But for your question, the answer is no. And who would tell anybody?
Are you
in that circle? But pay attention when I'm the platform I'm laying down.
Okay, so
this nigga just would you tell us if you hit a trans? It's basically his question. I'm like, just ask the question.
Look, all right, so no, you wouldn't. That wasn't you.
But in real life, who would? Because in real life, who you sleep with ain't nobody business but you, and I guess anybody you tell. And the only outcome is right. So it's like nobody would.
There's no reason. With that being said, you made it very balanced to tell.
So, I had to take away I had to take the strength out of your question, really.
All right, cool. Because there's nothing wrong with that. Is there?
I mean, you can feel like there is one, and I wouldn't judge you.
I'm not saying.
I mean, I think there is. I think there is. I wouldn't want that to happen.
No. I'm not saying that. That's different. I'm saying there's nothing wrong with a dude like
doing that.
Yeah.
I mean, you can do what you want, I guess. I don't like the idea of it personally, but you can do what you want.
I'm just trying to get you tested just to make sure you don't get canceled again.
I mean,
going through the rent, and I don't know.
I mean, I feel like the platform I laid down is a solid platform of like, no matter who you're dating, no matter your color, no matter your color or race, like it's awesome. Like this, but if you got to know them, that's an impossible situation, low key.
To go back to your point, though, I agree though, because that not even just that, like not just trans or whatever your sexuality is, or whatever, I don't know what you deem that as, or that's not nothing. I don't know how that's deemed as.
Yeah,
whatever
I don't think it qualifies as sexuality, but
not sexuality,
it's something, and super respect.
Yeah, super respectful. But I feel like just like if it's the same way, like you had AIDS, not you had AIDS, but somebody had AIDS, not you, but someone has AIDS or a STD or certain things. I feel like you not disclosing.
You super got to tell them nigga at Red Lobster.
It's like you know what I'm saying. It's like those are the kind of things you got to tell. I was
if you got to know that person before, because I be I'm sympathetic for a lot of shit.
Right.
I'm sure in the world where somebody played you and you got some sort of permanent house guest, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, your life shouldn't stop. Like, you know what I'm saying, your social life shouldn't stop. But there are some people who, I guess, if they loved you enough or got to know you enough, they'd be down. But I feel like you got to get to know somebody for real. And by the time y'all get to dating and liking each other, then it's like by that. I mean, I guess if you're getting to know each other, you would have been told him or been told her. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you switch from. But
I think just like you said, take away the funnies. I think those things go along the lines with just telling the person what you like. That's kind of important if you're already kind of in that line of intimacy or possibly if there's gonna be something that comes up and it's like it's not because it's a problem. It's more of a obviously a person's assuming that it's not even a normal, but it's gonna be I just feel like I would say as the person in that not if it were, but if it was some disclosures I actually need to disclose, I'm gonna have to do that up front because it's like I can't be mad if anything else pop out. Like that's the same with me. Like I don't like to lead with I have a child, or I don't lead with the child like it with necessarily dating per se. But I try not to hide those kind that kind of person. Not that's like it's not that's different because this is like that's more of that's not the same.
It's not the same as like, hey, I'm a woman, or you know what I'm saying, like whatever,
or whatever.
But it's in the same energy of like how she said, I don't want to rush to tell him that she's trans.
Tight.
I'm not rushing to tell you that I have a son. I'm not ashamed to tell you I have a son, kind of shit. But I'm not like on some hey, yeah, I have a kid. What you do for a living?
Shit. That exactly. It's when it's
like everyone chill, get to know you, laugh or something.
Because I feel like it's the same way.
Funny.
100%. I feel like it's the same way. Because one, I had a scenario not recently. Well, recently enough, like probably within the last month and a half or so, with with the situation where I was dealing with somebody and we didn't get intimate, but they had told beforehand. They was telling me they let me know they were carrying something type shit.
Yeah,
not nothing. Well, it don't matter. But I digress. Like
my permanent house guest.
Well, a permanent house guest, not the most permanent or not the worst permanent, but a permanent. Man, so I digress. I feel like one
not the worst,
and
permanent house guest.
The person expressed to me that they felt like, or not, felt like when I told it wasn't. They told me respectfully, before we got to that place. Okay. Yeah, but what I'm saying, I was thinking but when they told me, it was kind of like we'd already kind of invested time. You know what I'm saying? As far as I'm actually showing, I'm giving you interest as far as my time and energy and making, you know what I'm saying, etc. But I digress. I know I was just like, shit, that might be something you might want to tell somebody earlier than, not, and I don't know mad shit, but it's on some just cause it's I'm sure you'd want and hope for me, for one to stay or to, continue and not stop because of the shit. But
I depending on how long y'all were talking, I kind of feel like she might have did it properly. Like, as long as y'all weren't together, kissing and all that extra stuff. Like, if y'all were just getting to know each other, talking and stuff, I understand her not rushing to say because, obviously I know, you personally, so you're not going to be on that. I mean, some people in the world might be, be on that. So it's but if you start with that, you'll probably, everybody's going to say no because I don't know you at all. But it's after somebody, say, and I'm not saying you got to be in this situation, say you old or you got a different permanent house guest, whatever, I don't know, but y'all start liking each other. It's somebody might, everybody deserves love, gang. That's all I'm saying. And if you started with, hey, I just had a crazy funny phrase for that, but hey, I have a permanent house guest. It's oh damn, word, I don't even like house guests, so I'm not coming over. But it's hey, if you start kicking it with her, and it's depending on your lifestyle, you might think the house guest ain't that bad, I guess, because if you got a different house guest or you don't have any other options, whatever. But starting is going to be almost an always, hell no, you're going to die alone, mwahahaha, kind of shit.
I guess.
And I mean, unless you burnt hella time, but I feel like that'd be a mixture of she could have told you, but also like everybody got to manage their own time. Like I wouldn't spend 7 months kicking it with a motherfucker. And
I mean,
I know you spent 7 months. I just mean that as an
for sure.
example. Yeah.
I'll say it was equivalent to like, this is not far. This is different. But imagine like you talking to a person for like,
it's the time limit for like how long?
like a week or two.
I feel like that's nothing. I feel like that's on some
Like a week, maybe 3.
Yeah,
Maybe
and I feel like she told you if she told you about like week 2, I'm on some like then she was super like
the way it was told to me was like in person and like damn near like, and I guess it probably wasn't like over 3 weeks, man. And shout out to you if you're watching this. I hope I'm not gonna disclose. Shout out to you. You're a great person. But nonetheless, fucking.
Oh, got you.
Yeah, no, for sure. But it was more of a like, imagine like I'll say like this. If it was like, let's say it was this is far fetched because you should be able to tell in person or not in person, but just like amongst a lot of things. But I mean, nowadays I don't know. Yeah. But okay, let's say it was like a transmission, right? And like y'all were talking for like 2 weeks. Y'all chill it, week 2. And in person, y'all like, y'all chilling, y'all just cooling, and y'all ain't like necessarily y'all getting comfortable. Clothes are still on, but y'all getting comfortable and shit, right? And the person's like, in the transmission is like, before they get naked, or not even before they get naked, but before y'all like just finna pop off or just whatever, they hit you with a hey, actually a transmission kind of thing. Like that's kind of equivalent, like to the equivalent, except it wasn't that, obviously. You know what I'm saying? It was the other shit. But again, that to me again is still appreciated in a sense, I guess, because it's like, one, thanks for telling me. You know what I'm saying? Because but second, it's just more so like for your sake. It's just like now if like you would like you're waiting to tell me, almost compromising me. It's kind of like the instance where you see like on some catfish shit. Like, I used to watch. I fuck with catfish. I Neve and Cammy or fine ass. But
I have went down the rabbit hole. That show is
and it's not just. This is the most current type shit. This is the most, I guess, not ideal, but whatever instance. But where it's like a dude or like a dude that's going off as a woman talking to a dude, and it's just like they meet and it's like, well, yeah, I'm a dude, but fuck with me because you was talking to me like I was a woman basically. And it's just like but no. It's like a no, but it's like you can't do that. You're trying to you're I
have no sympathy for the person, like, because I went down the rabbit hole catfish. I'm a fan. And then what's funny is when I first started, I was like, I don't want to be a fan of this. It's a lot of stuff like my girl be watching that I'll be like walking past like this nonsense, so and then I'll be sitting there like, no, bitch, you're wrong. Like, I'll be like really interested. But with the catfish, I'll be like, it's obviously like boo to the person who is doing the catfishing, but to the person who gets catfished, I'll be like, bro, we live in the year like 2020 at minimum. You know what I'm saying? Depending on what episode you're talking about, or even before. We got FaceTime. You have to meet somebody because you know what I'm saying. Like it's human connection. So for you to be spent like sending bread and falling asleep on the phone and they can never answer a FaceTime, I'll be like, that's out. Are you a goof? Are you crazy? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, dude.
Straight
like,
munch.
Come on.
Straight
like,
munch.
At that point, you're lucky that they only finesse you out of your emotions, because by that logic, they could have been squeezing money out. It's like, come on, guy. Like, or come on, lady, focus.
So you
don't be crazy.
Steered off that, so you'll have those. Catfish is funny, but I see that dynamic in general because I feel like one, like you said, I don't got no sympathy for. Some of those things you don't have sympathy for people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I guess it would be sad. It'd be sad on some like, I can't believe. Like,
you want to talk about it? This is what it is. It's also
can't believe you fell for this.
It is, but a lot of times when it's not a person that's like, excuse the shallowness, but when it's not a person that's like obviously a certain attraction or what have you, and they're talking to like fucking glitz and glamour over here. Yeah. It's like, now, for shit show, that motherfucker will walk past your ass in real life. So
in those situations, I be like,
those to me, I don't got no sympathy for those, nor do I have sympathy for the ones where it's just like, if they regular looking and short, not regular looking, but they're like, attractive or what have you.
It's an understanding. It's on some like, you know where you at, so you know who you know what I'm saying, because there's certain people you approach with a different confidence level.
FaceTime, or answer, like, I feel like the FaceTime shit the camera shit is out.
The I can't see you part is over because even
All
if
phones come with
you
cameras.
have a valid reason that I haven't seen you in a year, that's cool. Goodbye, because it's like I can't even see you. Like,
because if your camera broke for real, I'm finna have your ass take pictures with all kind of spoons, dates, and all kind of shit. That's the case. You finna damn near mini movies in this motherfucker. But yeah, for sure.
It's like
catfish funny.
Yeah,
I don't think it's too prevalent now. Just off the strength that I guess, but people still get catfish.
I saw MGK on it.
That's an old episode, like,
and I was
older,
and it gave me that took me out of it completely. I was like, all right, as far as I'm concerned, some of these people might be actors. I'm cool now.
You know what's funny?
And he's done a lot of stuff, a lot of different shit. Go ahead.
You know what's funny? It's not even MGK that makes you feel like they're actors. It's just the set. It's the setup itself. It's just like, yo, you're going for that.
Yeah,
I guess it's like then you be like, man, but it's like nah. But also, I think I tried to look up is catfish fake or real or some shit like that.
Yeah, I mean, I think it could be because folks do be getting like on some more dangerous than internet dating. Internet dating is like a real thing, and folks do be playing around.
Internet dating. We've talked about this, I'm sure, on some other shit. But remember what's the nigga name? Dude, I'm such and such. What's his name? I'm Chris. Is Chris Hansley?
I mean, I know Chris Hansen, but what's the I'm part?
He's popping out on niggas. So I'm Chris Hansley, and you're on such and such.
Oh yeah. I feel like that's just his moniker. Like,
what is it? How it go?
He doesn't have hella shows, but he just pops out like, he'd be like, have a seat. He'll walk in there, and like, obviously the nigga was doing it. Be like, you know, you're in trouble. So some man that's like older just walking in like, yo, have a seat, make you sit down. But then at the end he'll say his name. Oh yeah. I see what you mean. I see what you're saying. Because at the end he will say, "I'm Chris Hansen." So type shit.
It's Hansen.
It's Hansen. But you made me think of Boondocks. He's like, I know who you are, Chris Hansen. But see, I called you Chris Handsome.
I'm about to. You about to have me look up how many shows he had because he had that many motherfucking shows.
I feel like I remember growing up on
2 or 3 shows.
The To Catch a Predator show. I remember like. I feel like in high school, I think I seen he had like 2 different other shows, or at least one other one, and I think he had like 2 shows on YouTube, and I think he got 1 current show on YouTube.
Man,
but each time it's less relevant, which to me just be hitting on some like nigga in the early '90s, late '90s, early 2000s, before smartphones and shit. When that shit was on the news, I was like, they had the world in a chokehold.
Oh, he was on Dateline, and he got
Dateline. They had that shit in a chokehold.
He was accused, I think, of doing some weird shit. Like, so if he wasn't doing it, it was like
I heard he cheated on his wife, but I was like, that's his issue, and I don't link that to his like superhero work. You know what I'm saying? Like on the real.
Supposedly he was doing some weird shit himself. You know what I'm saying that's not the weird shit. To me.
That's
not weird.
I ain't hear that part. I only heard the cheating on his wife part.
I'm just saying, but if he wasn't, then yeah, shout out him.
I feel like his image is so what it is to where if it was a thing, even if it was like a little slither of it, it would take off. It would like, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause it'd be like the most hypocritical thing ever. Because it's like his whole thing is like catching this shit. So any kind of slither that I think would be on some.
This should be crazy. Watching that shit too. Them niggas be popping the fuck out. Not popping the fuck out.
I remember being a kid watching that shit.
But that to me is like that to me is like not the best to watch, but also like on some shit where it's just like, I can watch that.
Yeah.
Hold on. How long you get off that shit? But,
I think he won hella Emmys for that show too.
Well, actually, I'm gonna hold that. But no, I can watch that shit. It's not only on some shit, on some psyche shit. I'm just like, I don't be curious. I'm just like looking at type niggas like these type niggas.
They gotta be like I'm in the mood for that, like a certain food. It'd be like, I can go for some of that right now. That'd be entertaining.
I don't be watching. I be watching like, I be watching.
I watch hella shit.
I watch more psyche shit. Not psyche. It's not even psyche. I say psyche in a loose way. I say it very loose. I mean that in a sense of like social like exchanges or social like issues. Not social issues, but like a person's social issues, I guess, or not social issues, but like mental, social shit. I don't know. I'm trying to coin it the right way, but yeah.
I like drama and like complex narrative shit.
Complex narrative
on some shit like damn near really like all the cinematic shit I be talking about, but damn near when it's real people and stuff like that. When it's a backstory that could be its own story itself, I damn near find a deep. I'd be like, oh yeah, now I'm hella interested. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it go back. Huh?
When what? When you said when it's, I heard everything up till when it's what people?
Like when it's like it's the same kind of cinematic narrative drama shit, like with lore and backstory and all that. But it's that type of stuff because I don't really like.
That's funny.
You know what I'm saying? Like how you said, like the human interaction stuff. I absorb it because you know what I'm saying. You can't help it, but I tend to absorb it more when it's like human interactions that mimic like the narratives I like, where it's like, okay, there's lore behind it. There's damn near its own, like this is its own storybook. It's just real life shit happening. You know what I'm saying?
It's interesting. I definitely feel like a simpleton a lot of times with like my certain movie or just cinema intake because I don't like the lure. If it's like
you don't like what
lure?
Oh,
like
sure.
lure, like a backstory that I have to get into. If it's like
not real.
Not even not real. I think it's because it's a real, like it's a whole backstory that's not real. So it's just like I'd rather just be like, this is what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And like this was like versus like I have to know. Like I'd rather just set up.
Who is he today, right now?
Because like I think that's what it is. Like I think how they get people is like, and I think that's my way of seeing action. Because I don't like action movies per se, but like if it's gonna be if it's gonna be all that deep shit, do all the deep shit there. And like, don't make that the backstory that I don't see, like you know what I'm saying, or that y'all tell, and I have to listen and now.
You be on something. If it's an action movie, tell the backstory during this. Like you know what I'm saying. Let what I'm watching be the story that'll be the lore later. Like
in just in theory, like with some Marvel shit, like when it or some whatever it's just like when it's some Stars of the Galaxy shit. Don't tell me about how it was the whatever happened in the
make
stars.
that movie about the stars. Yeah,
like
that's kind of hacky what they did. Like.
I'm sure. I'm sure
like each movie is like a whole shit where it's like you could damn near try to do the last few movies and just tell us about the old shit. It's like, how about you just make all the movies? Like tell me, like make all the shows, put it out. But yeah, I like hearing about it because it's on some damn near the way we look at historical figures today. It's on some like it's just some shit to remember. Like it's damn near it's a hyped up story because most times you gonna remember the best shit and almost hype it up some more. But it's like people like it. Like it's on some. And then like people damn near feel special when they're like, I'm a descendant of him or whatever.
Who?
Eddie got a historical person with like a story, narrative, or life to it.
Yeah, I think too. I just
like Bronny's awesome because he's awesome, but it's like it's also that underlying thing of you're LeBron's son. You know what I'm saying? It's like your whole story has a type of lore to it, low key.
Fucking.
But yeah. I was finna shift gears again and talk about something I heard about Bronny, but it's not favorable, and I don't really want. I don't care to say anything unfavorable about Bronny. I like Bronny, but I don't care. I don't agree with it. Well, it's not nothing to agree with. It was just some dude put up a video of talking about like LeBron's son stats and how it's like they're really like he was saying like other people deserve a shot in the NBA more, but I'm like doesn't matter. I'm sure he's super fine. I don't really watch basketball, let alone college basketball, but I'm sure he's fine. And even if Bron had to, you know what I'm saying, get him in the NBA, like, I don't care. People do that around the country, around the world all the time.
I might be saying the word, is it nepotism?
Mm-hmm. Even if it is nepotism, hey.
I'm all for nepotism.
Yeah, but I'm sure he's valid. But the video I saw, I was like, damn. He scored more than 5 points. Don't tell me that.
If he was, I mean, I don't know what the
I'm sure maybe one game, but
was
yeah.
And all that, but
not TikTok beat.
Yeah, exactly.
Trying to get some buzz type shit.
I don't know how much that holds weight, but even just in general, appreciate it. Like,
was his ankle hurting?
Yeah,
because I know you niggas
type shit. Like, was it like prospect shit? But nah, yeah, I don't know. Like,
prospect shit. Was it set up?
Yeah, y'all research before the game? Because nigga the fuck. But I mean, like even the same with like I had the same, not same, but Charleston White was on his not fuck Deion Sanders, and it was just like
what Deion Sanders do besides play football?
I don't follow sports either type shit. Not obviously. I get hyped about big games and shit. You know, I tune in.
Yeah, I like fights.
Yeah, type shit. But I digress. But I know. So you fill me in what I'm saying. But basically, somewhere along the lines where I was familiar with what was going on per se, but. He was with the team. He was with HBCU basically, like college,
like coaching or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
And ultimately, I think they were saying like he was saying like that they were fucking with not fucking with his money, but they weren't giving enough money, or either they weren't giving enough, or they were kind of like skimping his bread. And I guess maybe in comparison to what he can get other places, I guess I'm not sure. But whatever the case is, he ended up leaving and going to Denver. and Charleston White whole thing was just like, saying not fuck, it was saying fuck Deion because he felt like when Deion was at the HBCU, all the celebrities and shit were, all the celebrities and just in general sports fans were hauling to the HBCU, and he said he went to the Denver on some for him and his folks and just whatever personal reasons.
Like you almost took all of that specifically out of the HBCU is what he was saying?
Yeah, he was just saying he didn't see no more HBCU support and just all this other shit, or as far as the sports and all those things. And his thing was just like, that's when he was ranting on the Cam Newton shit. It was just like he was saying fuck Deion, but his thing was like he's saying fuck Deion for the kids that he left and with no I guess no filler or what have you, and then to go to the the white school ultimately or predominantly white school, etc. And then on top of that, them not being on his nuts now because he been losing this shit, I guess, supposedly or whatever. Even beyond that, I guess I understood him 100% was saying like fuck him for the kids.
As you broke it down, I'm like, I see what he meant.
That's the Charleston White shit. You gotta he had to pick the shit. But even beyond that, I was like, but I can agree with that. Two things can be true. Where I agree with the nepotism that he's putting with his son, moving his sons and shit around to the schools, I believe too, because he gets to put them in certain places with I guess going to those schools. I'm not sure if it was a different scenario with him working at HBCU, etc. But just in general, whatever puts Deion in a better place, it's gonna put his children in a better place. And it's just like, and they play ball and shit too. Like two of them, I don't know if you're familiar, but I think two of them play ball for sure. But I digress. I'm all for this shit, and I wholeheartedly agree with the fuck Deion shit for the kids, not him.
Deion Sanders the one with that show.
Oh shit, you don't even know. I thought you would know, but
no. When you said Deion Sanders, I don't know why I thought of. I was thinking of. I don't know. Reggie Bush face popped in my head, but Deion Sanders, I've been him. That nigga,
the older dude,
on some shit
older NFL player type nigga, But
the real, the cocky old, like the cocky uncle.
You got a Nike cousin, you don't know? I said Nike.
I mean, I knew it now, but when you said Deion, a different face was in the way. I was like, okay.
Let me make sure I'm saying nigga name right, goddamn. You got me feel like I'm saying the wrong motherfucking name.
Nah, I think you had it right.
But I'm all saying is I feel like.
But I can see both point of views though. I can see Deion's point of like, it's not what I'm worth, so I gotta, I gotta do what's best for me, which is damn near the message that people is pushing on social media these days of like, do for you, focus on you. Damn near some clawed shit off life, you know what I'm saying? But what Charleston White is saying is some like damn near for any kind of energy that people be having of like, we need to stick together or we need to da. It was on some, this is a perfect situation to, you know what I'm saying? Like blah, 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 blah. But it's like, that's a fact what you just said, but it's also a fact that a motherfucker got the right to make his own choices and do, you know what I'm saying? What he think
100%
is right, but still.
I mean, it's two things.
When you said the celebrity stuff, that's when it hit me like, damn, now you being there just draws attention. Right. Kids damn there would like
money to the school and everything,
paradigm shifting talent strictly here and that, like, you know what I'm saying?
But I feel like, can't even put it on his back because I feel like even with that, with that issue alone, I feel like with that issue alone, nigga, it's just like I feel like celebrities in general, in my opinion, it seems like an outsider, maybe because it's like people don't publicize this kind of thing. It's just like they don't do as much for. I feel like it don't gotta be the world, you know what I'm saying? Maybe like a collect. I feel like a place like Atlanta, and maybe I don't really realize how many real true natives, are even from the city. Anyway, I just feel like there's a lot of artists that I'm sure could do a whole like bunch of shit for the city, and they don't got, and it could be like you don't have to. I be
feeling like that with more than just music, like on some movies and shit. Like I know it takes a hella.
This is me to talk about no M's today, so I can't say, you know what I'm saying.
You go with everything,
right? So it's like I can't say, when that time coming ultimately, but
it's definitely like probably more to it. But the idea of like, I mean, hey, if everybody agrees, if some people don't agree, then okay, cool, that's the situation. But if everybody kind of agrees on weekend X, Y, and Z, it's like
because it can like it don't got me Atlanta, but it's like. You can outskirt to whatever the outskirts are, but even beyond that, just I digress. Yeah. But that's what I say. I won't put that on Deion. Is what I'm saying. Like that type shit on Deion before that reason. But also I understand like the why he can say that, and it can, both things can be true.
Yeah. To olive branch on what you just said about the Atlanta niggas coming together to like, you know what I'm saying, do some like real black made stuff. But it's a movie called Harder They Fall, like produced by Jay-Z, and it's like it's not an all black cast, but it's like a 90. 9% black cast. You know what I'm saying? But it's like hella music made,
Why
and
is that?
because it's like a. I mean,
why is that a point to put out?
Because it's very.
White people make movies and they're all white. Nobody's there to miss white.
Because I just want to highlight that it was that many black people on screen, but there was like a scene of
because he made it. In my opinion,
them robbing a white bank. So it was like they were on screen for a minute, but it was mostly all the storyline was really. I say that to say it was like a black movie for real.
I got you. I'm with you.
And the playlist was a beautiful like track list.
Shout out
it was a whole bunch of black artists. It was a black director produced by Jay. I was like on some everybody came together to make a little some shape. What you say?
That was the same. I was saying shout out all the white people. This is a record. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I was like, I feel like we could do that with a lot, like on some with everything. But I'm sure there's more to it. But
you're saying like what? I probably missed your point. Try to
like outside of just like I would say outside of anything, but I feel like in regards to everything that takes a lot.
Okay, got you. I mean that does go. Yeah. That does come down to us not having infrastructure as a people anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like
it's on some. I feel like it's the leadership. I feel like in the last episode I think we might have said that, but like, or I might have said something like that, but our leadership a little different right now.
We said that.
Yeah, on some like.
Yeah, we did. That was without fucking.
The shit that's leading us ain't leading us to no shit like that.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely get the idea of like I get the memes and tweets as I record music my damn self. I feel like when I see this, not even just general, just like this shit of we do need like electricians and plumbers and etc. As just within our community, everybody doesn't need to be a content creator, or a pick me, look at me, motherfucker.
Yeah,
like,
any kind of like celebrity kind of aspect.
Yeah, it's like nigga, shit. We do need like active, like working people, like working class. And it's just like all of us, but I digress. I
used to put it on like, or I felt like there was a time period where at least musicians, specifically like in hip hop culture, were big leaders in it. But as like time passed, I started to feel like the idea of celebrity and fame is so like spread out now. It's so like stepped on and stretched to where it's like everybody kind of can get a little bit, even if it's like more famous people get more. It's like the idea of people being led by something. It's like people being led by a whole lot of, you know what I'm saying, like small amounts of fame and notoriety and celebrity. And it still be celebrity, but it's like, I don't know. Everybody can get a little piece now. It's on some like that. Whereas it used to be some, yeah.
Like as we're doing, just I feel like not literally, but this. I mean, everybody. But I think
it's the idea of attention is on some. It's not focused on one person, so it's like everything kind of can lead you. But it's like I wouldn't say each content creator is like a leader. I feel like it's when you amass a massive amount of influence. I feel like then you become a leader in some respect because it's like content creation is like. It's kind of a job, you know what I'm saying?
You have content creators that are more. It's not strictly, but have more. They obviously have influence because they have a large following.
Yeah,
but their influence is.
And you might not be pushing out like nonsense. You know what I'm saying? You might actually be assisting society for real, like.
Or just
you know what I mean?
Just for advocates, like they might not be able to even influence them. You know what I'm saying? Like they might have influence. I say influence because if you got a following, you have influence.
Yeah.
But not everybody's following is the same, and influence.
Yeah. I mean, you can have like 10 friends who do what you say. I feel like you have influence, but it's like any kind of meaningful influence is on some what you just said. A massive amount of people who will never meet you are gonna take effect by that. You know what I'm saying?
100 people marching versus 1,000 people listening is a big difference.
Yeah. High key. I mean, because you can make people do whatever when they. I be feeling like it's charisma.
They marching. Fuck 1,000 listeners doing or followers doing whatever the fuck. I'm saying you got some.
But you got to pass that bracket of listening to even get to that to the marching level. Like
no. I'm just saying in theory. Like obviously, yeah. Like I agree.
Oh, like you could have like 30 million people just watching you, but it's like
you got 10,000 that's moving.
Yeah. So it's really not the attention. It's actually the influence you have because you could. Damn near not even have that many followers or fans, and it's like you can influence X, Y, and Z.
Like the people that have cult followings, like the Cardis, and I can't think of names anymore beyond that. But like
maybe like an RP, but Virgil. Like I feel like he still influenced things, even if everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like
his influence was bigger than his
name itself. Yeah, like on some like you could be a young, like I don't say young child, but like a teen or whatever, and be influenced by Virgil,
and you don't even know. You know what I'm saying? Versus this person.
And that for sure. And yeah, I was gonna say like, well, not even gonna say, but just add on like the Cardi. I say Cardi because in the sense of I feel like he built his shit off of. He kind of built his. That's his kind of program. Not program, but that's his shit. Is oh my bad.
Oh, like damn near like like some mysterious like.
I feel like his following.
My influence is out there. You feel me, but you don't see me.
His following wasn't. It isn't. I mean, I guess his following. I mean, whatever his following is now, whatever any artist following is. But his particularly is only so big to me. But I feel like it's so it's influential. So it's a difference. You know what I'm saying? Versus Uzi, who has like seemingly more influence type shit. Who got that?
But I got you.
But to pass that on, I want to talk about something that happened today. Two things. One thing I can remember, I forgot the other one. But yeah, it might work. Do some editing on this motherfucker. Shit,
Yeah.
Man. One of these days.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
The Matrix just glitched for a second.
Man, talking about irritated as a fuck. But RP. Actually, that's earned a second blunt. That's definitely earned a second
facts.
blunt.
He said RP, by the way. My brain heard RIP, but he said RP, y'all.
No, RP. Yeah. Shit. What was I into? Fuck. Man, I tell y'all, Coughouse shit. If it ain't one thing, but on some shit. Damn. Niggas be influential, I'll say.
For sure.
Oh, no, but even beyond that, fuck the influence. My Uber, that's what I was going to cry shit about. So, order my shit.
His DoorDash. Uber is like the name for food delivery.
Man, one of them fuckers who ordered my shit did it wrong. Yeah, shout out you. No, unshout out you, Uber Eats. Nigga,
Driver.
Nigga picked my shit up. And it was supposed to be a vibe. Yo, can't you... Yo,
And it's not who's supposed to be doing that shit.
Comment down below, bro, when you get in an Uber and you think it's gonna be a ting, and it's and ting brother or boyfriend,
And it's Bubba Sparks.
Man, god dang! But then he brought the wrong shit. Ordered some fucking salmon pasta. What I get, Kay?
Some eggs and rice.
Eggs and rice. Some shit called a moon bowl.
Yo.
Fuck up out of here. But hey, I ain't complaining.
I got a moon bowl.
Yeah, type shit.
It'd be hard if it was like a restaurant that was so delicious that it was like just pull up, sit down, and want to bring you something. But the food was so good. It's always so reliable that it's like, yeah.
Speaking of,
you know what I'm saying? That'd be really hard.
You been to it's a I forget what the shit's type of shit's called, but you been to like to I guess like Fogo de Chao.
The name sounds familiar. There's a couple places I've been, especially like
I forget what
since moving up here. It's if I see it, I know the name and I'll be like, oh yeah, I ate there, but I can't tell you for a lot of these places.
This is the type of restaurant they have. These they definitely have these more upscale technically or what have you. But
new places called Chum Glum Glum.
Yeah,
and they be lit every weekend. You know what I'm saying?
They're like a restaurant more so. They're not more so like high key. They just bring out like you can do like a meal or so, but like the thing is typically you just come you pay like whatever little fee is like $70-$80 or so, and they just bring you out like whatever meat you want. They gonna keep. They bring out meat like this nigga steak.
That's what she said. For sure, but
I'm so into the meats right now. I
like the steaks. Let me get the
nigga
pork bulgogi.
Yeah,
let me get the
nigga all kind of meats. I mean the thing is though, you're not gonna eat like 1 and 2. I will say, typically, after you eat that much meat, pause.
Yo, that's what she said.
After you eat that much,
there's 2 strikes, brother.
Last episode was no dog meat, but type shit. But like after eating all that meat, fucking, you don't feel so.
Yo, out of here.
You don't feel so heavy. You know what I'm saying? You don't feel so. I wasn't feeling heavy. I ate a lot of meat that night. Pause.
Give him a walk. Give him a walk around the shit.
Man,
y'all.
I ate a lot of So
but yeah.
But no, this shit was good. But I was gonna say I forget the restaurant we were talking about before.
Chum Glum Wigum.
No, I know the restaurant, nigga.
Something that y'all.
This is the same nigga that. Now I know the restaurant. I'm talking about like the what the.
I know it, nigga. I know where it is. This is the same nigga they called McFrappe a mocha latte.
Hey man,
what the fuck earlier?
Is there a crazy difference?
As I say the words, no, but it's very far. But no, fuck with the chat. Get you some meats, nigga. Nah, but
I went to a place called Iron Age. It's pretty fire there.
What they do there? They bring out the meats.
They bring out a plethora of food that you can use as dipping sauce, or like it's like a grill in front of you and you like cook it yourself, and it's like it's fine. But you can order hella cool shit. You can order a bunch of poultry, a bunch of protein.
You know the thing with like Korea style barbecue or Korea style that kind of.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah, basically. That shit is that's a gag. That's a scale. You want me to
That's an American grill with some American meat.
You making me cook that shit. Fuck where it came from. It could have came from the pits of China, nigga. I would give a fuck. Or whatever the fuck. I'm just like,
you're paying to cook?
So ain't this a motherfucker. Okay. Bobby, I get it though.
It's cool. It's on some everything, just like it's the ambiance. When I first started going, I started thinking I was like in Naruto. Like, because in Naruto, it's a lot of scenes where they be like, tss, and when I was a kid, I was like, that's crazy. That's not real. You know what I'm saying? Like, these kids, like, cooking up their food at a restaurant, but it's like, seeing it, I'm like,
fuck it.
You can really go ham.
Fuck it. You know, it's funny when I see babies and shit cooking, like, young. Like, oh, well, you talking about Naruto. Oh, same shit. Yeah, like, they be doing that shit for real.
I want to know when you seen a baby cooking. That sounds...
Well, per social media, I've seen, like...
Oh, for sure.
I was like a little baby in Indonesia, like, I say a baby. I mean, like, 4 or 5 years old. Like, that's
same thing, I think.
My son's almost 4, and if his ass was cooking, like flipping eggs and doing the shit I saw, I'd be like, nigga, the fuck. I'd be like, yo, nigga, you gonna?
I'd be like shocked. I'd be like, yo.
But I'd be seeing that. I've seen that shit not multiple times, but shit.
It's really simple, but it's just the act itself is so independent. It's so like
it's so simple. Right? So you doing it for?
You feel me? Like. But no, it's simple. It's like in your adult mind, I'm sure for like a child's mind, it's like it's dangerous. But no, I'm saying like I feel like it's such a like
respect coded.
At that age, you're very dependent. That's a very independent thing to do. You know what I'm saying? Like a very like, damn, look at him.
Shout out my little. He just my man's I had to go put him on blast, but shout out my man. He had a accomplishment today. But
that's with anything, like on anything he do like better than he should, which from what you tell me he does a lot better than he should. It seemed like that. It's just the cooking one sounds very
man. Cooking
bullshit. Let me see. It just sounds crazy.
That nigga then had a cigarette in his mouth cooking that motherfucker. Like shit. Nigga almost lit up the coat, nigga.
Mama!
I feel like I think this was a cigarette and a fucking trucker cap.
Damn.
He was in the forest and shit. Like it was some shit. But anyway.
Oh, okay. It might be one of those families. Yeah. Where it's on some. I was gonna do an accent, like an Australian accent. Like, I baked my first bacon when I was 2. You know what I'm saying? Flip the knife over, like, and I loved it ever since.
All right, you know what's funny? It was first off an Indian baby. I'm glad you said this. I ain't seen all kind of, and I'm sure. Fuck it, I love everybody, but I ain't seen little Indian babies, little Asian babies, African babies, of course, do all this shit.
Okay, but I was like, where you going? Well, yeah.
Do all this little, do this like under 6 and some crazy shit like so. But I don't think I've seen no white baby do so. But they do, they'll teach them ABCs and shit and all the other smart shit before. I ain't just talking shit. 'Cause I'm sure there's a lot of, I'm sure insert TikToks here and shit. There's a 1,000 babies, white babies doing that shit.
Yeah.
But I don't know about, I don't see this prominent.
Yeah.
Prominent. Like,
yeah, because like even as you said it.
I only said I said that because when you said the Australian shit, I'm like, yeah. Because I know for shit show Bubba and them do be like I'm like as I say that
them like survival parents and whatnot.
Them 4-year-olds be like loading guns and shit at 4 years old. They might not be cooking this shit at 4, but they know how to break down the strap better than I can for shit show. You know what I'm saying? So I take that back. So sorry, white kids. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying,
if they went on a childhood adventure, they'd super be leading them.
The type like, shit while you playing. They definitely had a little.
Like my dad showed me that all you gotta do.
Cause I ain't seen some shit on YouTube with them little white kids and with his white dad and shit in the forest and shit.
Yeah.
Just some real random shit. But
I had a white homie in elementary school, and we'd like just go in the woods and like hunt, not hunt shit, but just like I used to mess with my shoes up and shit. Like it used to be awesome. We'd just be out in the woods and shit. But I used to like cut my legs up and shit. But when I met like his parents, like they were like no country bumpkin folks or whatever. But it was like okay, cool. Like this makes sense. I definitely wouldn't have been doing this if I didn't meet my white homie. But yeah, and they weren't even no serious survival parents. So I know like if you got parents who have a shit ton of camo like clothes, I know it's like yeah.
I had a white friend.
You're a stellar baby.
I hope this. Oh shit! I gotta pause it. I gotta get right for my boy. If I say this.
Oh, for sure.
Well, yeah, so.
I thought you spilled some water or something. I'd be like, nah. Let him run. Tell him about it. Go ahead.
Nah, I was gonna say, shout out my boy Caleb. Before I ain't no native to
white friend.
White friend. I ain't no native to I came here in second grade, but I had a few white friends, a couple. But Caleb, he was nigga. That was the first bubble I knew. He talking about
Hilarious.
They had a land, had a ranch style home, probably about like 3-4 bedrooms, some shit like that. Nice little shit. This is Arkansas though, like in the middle. I don't think it was Little Rock though, like the shit. You know what I'm saying? Where it was, nigga. That was the first time I seen an underground bunker and some more shit. When I first met them, they was on the land, like they had acres, like acres type shit land. So like first time I pulled up, but like spent the night at his house or chilled or whatever. They was in I want to say like a trailer kind of thing, but they was waiting for that shit to be built type shit, whatever. Like,
okay.
But nigga, like it was getting built to where like that was the time, but shit, nigga, that shit got built. That shit was cool. They used to have pumpkin like on Halloween and shit. They have pumpkin field rides and shit like for their folks and shit. This is like this ain't not new to a nigga, but this is like I
like that. I like everything I just heard.
Nigga, I used to spend night at bruh's house like not me and him, but like shit, like spend night with bruh. Like we used to go to places and shit like that. And they was like some country folks. I used to go to church with them niggas and shit like that. Like white church, like nigga, and they church was fun. Like,
yeah.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
Hold on, yeah. I got
But as you said it, I'm like, as you said it, everything I'm hearing I love, but one thing that popped out to me was how you said, what popped out to me was how you said they were getting it built and they were in like this trailer thing. Because I'm like, the fact that they have that set up, the fact that they have the ranch, the fact that they're getting a trailer built, let me know, okay, boom, they're well off. Or like,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
But they ain't go to no hotel. And that to me is some like...
That was
It's awesome because bro, like the parents are probably on some like, brother, we have a bunker. You think we like hotels? Like, you know what I'm saying?
That shit was getting built. Like I said, that shit was getting built. Like I don't know. That's when I met them. So it's like I don't know where they lived before. I doubt they just like been living in that trailer the whole time. Like that was
that's the energy the story gave me. But I was like, I mean, based on a bunker and a ranch.
There was some country motherfuckers, like not country, but they were like some bubble motherfuckers. Like Dukes just told me she was like, cause she used to fuck with them like heavy too. Like she thought they were cool as fuck too. Like like you know my mom's bro. She been how she is her whole way, nigga. She was probably a little less off back then because we was back home, back in Arkansas and shit. But nigga, they was white. And she, you know what I'm saying? But
it was some like real people meeting real people type shit.
They was cool people. And she just told me the other day that they had like a black face, like little miniature like figurine or some shit, or like picture in like a bathroom of theirs or some shit, or one of the bathrooms at one point, whatever. And I was thinking like, I'm okay with that. Just off the strength, like
it's America.
I'm like, that's their hair. Like I would like just how we talking about them, not talking about them, but it's like I feel like they ain't violate me no way at all. Like I can't say, hey, I hope Caleb you watching this film. Shout out you. But nigga, that was good as fuck. That to me don't bother me at the end of the day, cause like that's not their character per se. Like I know that's like maybe their heritage, ass, but it's not the same. It's just a different. But it's just like this. It's hard to also.
It wouldn't bother me, but I probably wouldn't be able to.
I didn't know.
Yeah. But it's also like it's not nothing that had you like those motherfuckers. Right. It's also like
only because they showed me the, like not the most love, but like they showed me like those were my best friends as a young nigga, like for sure. Like actually when I was having having a hood baby year for you know what I'm saying, like what was it, 5th grade, and I was still my grandmother or some shit. I was back down there for a year or whatever, school year. I ended up seeing bruh, or he like I ended up linking with him or some shit. But I was like in the what was that word? I guess I was probably like I wasn't shy per se, but like I wasn't in my setup. I was going through nigga shit. It's like, bro, you don't understand what's going on right now. But it's I was hella. It was a weird setup when I linked with bro, but it was cool. Just all that to say, shout out to white people. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Bubba and them.
True white nigga.
First white nigga. Hey Caleb, shout out to you, bro. But I had to top your white friends. Pause. Pause.
For sure. Yeah. We talking about it like my black friend's cool with your black friend.
Hey, it is funny because like them, if we saw a pod with niggas with white dudes in like like
Tremaine,
yeah,
beats Delonte every time.
Yeah, type shit. It'd be funny, but it's just like it's a different history. I feel like I feel like it's a different exchange. Like when men and women are different exchanges.
Yeah, well, actually, when I was young, I remember it was like New Jersey time, but it was just I was getting so much like influence, like, and I remember seeing my neighbor who was black hanging out with the white with like a little white boy, and I'm super young, and I remember I walked over there and I was like, damn, why are you hanging out with him? He's like a white person. And the white black dude was like, so? But he's like a kid. I don't know if he said so specifically, but the energy was like, yeah. And I remember after that moment, I felt so like, damn, why the fuck did I just say that shit? Like, that shit was like dumb as hell. And I don't know what I was absorbing, but it's like, I feel like, I don't say around that time period, but like any kind of, I don't say black culture shit was probably
was racist.
The energy was like, maybe my young mind took fight the power and shit as like,
fuck them.
You know what I'm saying? Like on some niggas only. Like back then, I probably took everything I heard as like some Dr. Umar. I might have been listening to Dr. Umar when I was like a little kid.
He ain't saying don't fuck white people though.
But after
don't put down Umar. He ain't saying don't fuck white people. He don't say that.
That's the tone. That's the tone,
niggas.
Hey man, I'm sure
the real tone, like the REEL tone, like
he
not like that's the scroll you see on Instagram, like little 15-second clip tone.
Yeah,
not if you.
I'm sure he's not walking around hating them, but the tone of it is like, okay, man, yeah, white, cool, but to me that's the same.
I got you.
That's the same. Like,
I got you.
Yeah, I'm sure any youth around the age I was listening to him, because I didn't walk over like move. You know what I'm saying? It was on some like, damn, why you hanging out with him? Like I was damn near trying to be like wearing a Huey hat on some shit, on some like, why would you hang out? Like, you know what I'm saying? But after I asked it and I saw his response is when I like on some young shit was like, damn, that was some dumbass shit I just said or whatever the case is. But I it was just the immediate realization after that. Cause I remember when I was like younger, I remember hearing a story where I was out with like my mom, one of my relatives, and it was like a white cake with vanilla ice cream and a chocolate cake with chocolate ice cream. And I like vanilla cake back then. I didn't really like chocolate cake, so I like asked whatever relative. I was like, "Yo, is the white cake for the white folks and the black?" You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure that made some kind of okay, you know what I'm saying, to the situation. But it's like my brain was very like innocent around that young age and whatnot. But everything I was seeing, like any kind of media I was absorbing, was just, I don't know, black and nothing else kind of shit.
Yeah, it's funny you say that because I feel like it's an influence that you catch subconsciously that you probably don't even recognize. Not you, but like in general, like growing up. I think unless you're in a place where you're just growing up where it's just they don't emphasize on that at all, then I like where it's like a blatantly mixed or whatever, like you might not notice it. I think even in my environment where I grew up, it was kind of like that a little bit initially. It wasn't until I moved to Atlanta Atlanta like type where, or I said Lithonia technically, where it was just niggas. Yeah, I was just used to niggas because I'm used to niggas. You know what I'm saying? But definitely like primarily all black people. And I think maybe I don't know if I was not used to it, but it didn't like necessarily. It wasn't a shock or a whatever, but yeah, nah, for sure. Yeah. I feel
like when I moved down to McDonald, like in middle school, it was like fifth, fourth grade, but it was like a little back and forth thing in between that. But when I came down, that was my biggest. It was when we came down, it was still a whole bunch of niggas in the area, but it was primarily a white area. That was my biggest introduction to white people. Like, you know what I'm saying, up to that date. And as time passed, like, you know what I'm saying, it became more and more black, but that's still the area that represents, like, when I first was, like, because it was, like, obviously white people in New Jersey, you know what I'm saying, like, Vinny and them niggas, but You know what I'm saying? Jersey Shore shit. But
I ain't talking about. Yeah.
I still didn't really get no exposition to it. Cause remember when I feel like I told you when I first moved down to like Georgia, it was that yes ma'am and no ma'am, yes sir, no sir. But like I was gonna say my New York, my New Jersey, like northern mind, always heard it like that's slave ass shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's like as time passed, I peeped it's like a respect thing.
Is I mean, an extent, but I mean, like I said, it's funny you said,
and it was to a white teacher, which hit even harder. Because you say it to all elders, but
ma'am,
yeah.
Bitch, you know about the segregation?
You know what I'm saying? You know the union one? You know what I'm saying? Like, that was my energy. And in that time, I thought respect was saying yes. I thought disrespect is like,
yeah.
Your mom saying, hey, and you're like, yeah. It's like you say yes. If it's no, it's not nah. It's no. But it's like, damn, they're down here. It's like, no. Who the fuck you talking to? You know? Yeah.
2 lashes.
I was told to where like I was like I'm not saying it. Like, it was I don't want to say it was some freedom fighter shit, but as a kid I was like, bro, this is not going to where like it was an issue with us, and then she like called my mom, and then my mom came up there like, yeah, nah, we don't do that. Yes, ma'am, no sir. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff we like we came from New Jersey, so like it's on some shit. But in that time period, I was like, it was my first introduction to white folks, and I was like, oh. So it's starting early, you know what I'm saying? It was also,
I seen a bit about you, bitch.
Even on some kid shit, like I'm sure I wasn't like, I will not be moved. I wasn't on some shit like that. But I'm sure it was like the energy of like the teacher said you're gonna be fucked up and we're calling your moms, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
My nigga said you want me to go out
you want me to sell out my heritage for a few semesters of comfort?
I said no, Miss Johnson.
Oh God!
What was that, Mr. Wilson? I said no. But nah, what's crazy?
Oh God!
What's crazy is though, I mean, I'm a Southern nigga and or Southern, man, and technically whatever have you, and I definitely am a no sir, yes sir, ma'am, and shit like that.
It's super just a respect thing.
Yeah, I will say just outside looking, it is some slave shit knowing your history though. Not slave, but it is.
South Confederate energy kind of stuff.
Yeah, and for us, and that's where it comes from. The man mean no sir and all that shit. But for me, it's just like it don't just feel right. But it's just like again, I say it to Kei. You know what I'm saying? I say it to whoever. Like I say it to whoever.
It feels like, right if it's not based on if it's not based on like niggas got to do. It's on some like no matter what your race is and no matter what your age is. If you're young, you say like unless they give you reason to not respect them, you say ma'am and sir. And if you're old. You like I don't feel like you should be entitled, but it's like you just expect out of respect.
That's the thing. You know if I'm talking to a motherfucking if you know what I'm saying, if it's a heated conversation, some shit like that, I'm not like yes sir, no, or the fuck like hell no.
Because it's not like it's not about being respectful. We're getting into it.
I'm not tone is that's not even in my head, but just generally like I'm talking to a stranger, like it could be a dude on the street, motherfucker on the street, gas station, whatever. I'm gonna be on some yes sir, no sir, like or ma'am or yes ma'am, like. Just cause, like the fuck. But I digress. It definitely some Southern shit. SK, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. We ain't been going too long, but I think we probably hit like
a good point.
Yeah. I was gonna say some shit. What I wanted to say. Oh man, this is what I wanted to say though. Look, man. Next time y'all see me, a nigga will have a nice lineup of some shit. Gang. I know nigga is on Wolf. I've been on Wolf heavy. I've been thugging, slugging, but appreciate y'all for tapping in.
Yeah.
With the scruff, always. I'm trying to think. Okay, what I got to say? What else we got to say? I think that's all I wanted to put in.
Yeah, that's what she said.
That part.
Never mind. That's not what she said. That's.
I wanted to put in.
Pause. Let's just say pause. Continue what you were saying.
You went to highlight biggest pause of the night.
We're out of here.
Transmission, huh? That should been out. Hey man, shout out y'all. I want to keep going, but it's a few. We was almost smooth this time, man. I feel like
it was still smooth. I enjoyed the conversation, but I always enjoy the conversation here because I can sit back.
Oh no, I'm talking about just a little difficulties now, but great convo, man. Always a pleasure having you.
Oh, the glitch in the Matrix, yeah,
glitch in the Matrix. Always a pleasure doing our want to.
We in there,
yeah, man. Fucking
For sure.
Episode 2, man.
Nah, episode 3.
Birthday SK. 3.
The best. Yeah.
Key birthday SK X-rated episode 2. I said 2. Episode 3, man. 3.
You want to do it again?
Scoring out. I'm telling you. Hey, man. Shout out y'all. Shout out everybody.
For sure. Tap in with episode 2, by the way, though. It's out. It's going hard.
Coming back to social media soon. Dropping everything soon. That part.
Yeah. And we're out of here. Y'all stay safe.
Gone.
Okay, I'm reloaded. I think I need me an ice spice, yeah. I want me a munch. In the middle of the field,